During the Middle Ages, women who sought a life of learning were severely hampered by the traditional attitude of the times. The attitude was that women's role in society was only those of the mother, daughter, and wife. This changed throughout Europe as humanism encouraged Europe's privileged and elite men to encourage women to read and study classical and Christian texts. Not only were women attracted to humanistic learning, but also to scientific learning. Margaret Cavendish was one of the first prolific female science writers of her day. She penned approximately 14 scientific books, which include Observations upon Experimental Philosophy and Ground of Natural Philosophy. Cavendish also helped popularize some of the most important ideas of the scientific revolution, like that of atomism. She was the most visible of the scientific ladies of her day. Like most of the women of her day, she had to be taught informally at home. Cavendish was first exposed to science from the informal society, the Newcastle Circle, which included philosophers Thomas Hobbes and René Descartes. As she formed new theories and continued learning, she found herself disagreeing with many other scientists, and made no point to hide her disagreements. Thus, she wrote philosophical letters and sent them to credited scientists of her day to attack their beliefs. Despite all of her achievements, she was denied access to the Royal Society in London. Moving forward, Maria Merian was also a great example of female involvement in the scientific revolution. She established a reputation as an important entomologist by the beginning of the 18th century. Her work emanated from her artist father, who encouraged her at a young age for her fascination of insects and taught her how to paint. At the age of 52, Maria was admired for her boldness when she set sail with her daughter on a dangerous 3-month journey in order to study insects. Merian was the first to record intricate and detailed observations on insect metamorphosis, which she painted meticulously using 60 illustrations. When Merian published her major work, Wonderful Transformation and Singular Flower Food of Caterpillars, the scientific community began to take notice of her work. She and the book was what revolutionized zoology and botany. Last, but certainly not least, was this notable female in the scientific revolution and one of the most famous of female astronomers in Germany, Maria Winkelmann. She was educated by her father and uncle and received advanced training in astronomy from a self-taught astronomer. She married Gottfried Kirch and became his assistant at the observatory operated in Berlin by the Academy of Science. She made original contributions and even discovered a new comet, which was the first discovery by the Academy. In addition to observations, she prepared the calendars which fixed the days and months, predicted the position of the sun, moon, and planets, the phases of the moon, and eclipses. Winkelmann also published 3 astronomical pamphlets in her own name. When her husband died, she petitioned the Academy to replace her husband. Despite her qualifications, she was denied due to the fact that she was a woman. Winkelmann's work was widely celebrated, though, and in 1711 she received an Academy Medal. Querelles des femmes, or arguments about the nature and value of women, were largely a carryover from medieval times and not really favorable. Women were portrayed as prone to vice and as easily swayed, which led men to believe that they had to control them. Men also argued about the natural inferiority of women due to the fact that their skulls were smaller, thus less capable of rational thought. Women began to attack this view with the fact that women had rational minds and could grow from education. Though one would believe that the scientific revolution would beget a more modern view of women, it was actually counterproductive in finding proof for old, stereotypical views. Hello, I am Maria Winkelmann. Holy crap! What is that in the sky? Is it a bird? A plane? No, it is a comet! Holy crap! Alright, I discovered a comet. Wow, I'm such an amazing German astronomer. Yep, my husband did not discover it, even though his name is published under the comet's finding. I was the actual one who discovered that amazing comet with my telescope. Yep.